Hey, what's up? Jason here from Unity3D.College. In this video, I'm not going to talk about anything too technical. Instead, what I want to do is just give a little recap on a VR experience that I just got to go through last weekend. It was a blast and really kind of stuck with some good game design and just an awesome experience. So you can see I've got my little bracelet here from going to the VOID's Secrets of the Empire. They're playing this in 3 different places, it looks like. London, California, and Florida. If you can go check this out, I'd recommend pausing the video. Don't watch the end because it will kind of spoil some stuff. And go get tickets. See if you can get in. Go try it out. It's more than worth it. I think it was 30 bucks a person. It was an amazing, awesome experience. So the way that they have this thing set up, you kind of walk into this building. You get these, you sign in, get these little bracelets. They print out with your name on it, tell you that you're a rebel. Apparently, I'm a rebel named Jason, and I have an ID, and there's this little code, and you use this code a couple times to scan in. So like, you walked in, go to a little display that talks about what your mission is, and then you get a little device where you can pick your color. So you get to pick, like, I think I picked green, although it bugged out, didn't work for me. I think I might have just been too slow in selecting though. And you go, after that step, kind of move on to the next area, walk into this room full of vests that are mounted to the ceiling, kind of hung down. Strap yourself in. It's 4 people at a time, so all 4 can strap in. Get the headset on. Lift up the visor, though. They have the nice visors, kind of like the Acer headset. One of those laying around here somewhere where the front kind of flips up. It's nice. It's pretty cool because then you get that in, you walk over to the area where you're about to start, go into a room, flip the visors down, and suddenly everybody's a clone trooper, which is cool, right? Like you see it's two people sitting across from 2 other people. You see clones over there. You see a clone over to your side, which happened to be my wife. And everybody's got their color on their thing and on their hands. And the first thing that really stood out was instantly I reached out and I see my hand. Now, when we're going through the orientation, they don't talk about any of this stuff. They don't really tell you any of the technical stuff, any of the stuff really to expect other than a little bit of storyline, plot type stuff. So, seeing my hands with, no indication that they were going to be there was awesome. And we're also, remember, totally untethered. So we're just in a room, untethered. I could reach out and high-five my wife. The other 2 people across from me were also very excited when they realized they could move their hands around and see him and see the other person. Of course, seeing another person in VR, not super exciting if you've done lots of VR, but seeing your hands is still kind of a rare thing. It's not something that happens often without controllers, right? Because we're not holding controllers here. If I was holding a Vive controller, I would expect to see something there. But just seeing them kind of pop up, it was unexpected. Anyway, so we go through, play some video, some 3D stuff in the headset. There's robots and cool things going on. Eventually, you get to a part where you go in through a door. So a door opens up. You walk through, you're into the next area. You're basically going through this Imperial base. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much, but you're going through an Imperial base, room by room, and as you go into a room, like, as you can imagine with VR, the rooms aren't just rooms. Like, the first one kind of is, like you're in a spaceship. Next one, I think we're in another room. But then we walk out another room, and we're out on a platform over the lava, and the thing that really kind of kicked it up there was not just the sound of the lava, but the warmth in the room and the smell. It had that smell of, this is what I think a volcano might smell like. Having never actually been inside a volcano, I don't know, but I assume it smelled fiery. And it was interesting, and everybody around really noticed that and picked it up. I heard everybody go, "Oh, it smells like fire in here." And then it also had like a nice rail there, so there's a big rail, kind of standing behind the rail, and you reach down and you can touch the rail. I thought that was really cool. Another part that stood out that was huge for me, I think, I think came right before the lava part, was we go into this room and there were just some guns up on the wall. I think there was a robot talking a little bit about how we needed to get ready, but when I looked around, I noticed that nobody was really looking at the guns, and it seemed, as a VR developer myself, like kind of obvious, like I was going to reach out, grab a gun, and do something with it. And that's exactly what happened. Like I reach out, I grab a gun. It obviously was the same shape as the model in there. It's like this nice long gun, could pump it. It was probably like a Super Soaker. I didn't actually take off my headset and look, but it felt like a big a big VR gun, not too heavy. It was really cool. So I grabbed those, start handing them out to everybody, and everyone's like, holy shit, you know, they're all excited. And then we go outside, start shooting all these different things. And the whole experience is pretty scripted. So you can't, I don't think you could fail it, but you can do bad. And when you do bad, the little robot's kind of talking down to you and fixing things up and helping you get through. And then, so after that, we keep going on, you know, like all this excitement from getting a gun and going outside and sensing the fire. And then after all that, we go in again, back inside, and then there's some little puzzles, like simple type puzzles, like Simon type stuff where there are buttons on the wall and you got to match the patterns. There's some levers that you grab and pull down, just kind of cool. Like all of these things, the thing that really stood out for me, I guess, was how well spaced and timed everything was. So we didn't just go in to a room with a bunch of buttons, a bunch of levers, guns on the wall, and all kinds of stuff going on. It was just, you know, go through an area, introduce one thing. First for hard is like introducing, moving around, looking at your hands, and kind of checking stuff out. Then you're going through doors. And remember, like this area is not that huge. I think it was probably 5 or 6 10 by 10 rooms. It could have been less, and we were just going around in a circle for all I know. Like we definitely could have been going in and out of the same room, you know, through all these room transitions. But yeah, so we're going like room to room, and just every time we go into a room, there was one little new thing that would get added in, and that thing would just make everybody go, wow, that's awesome. It's like an extra little bit just over and over. And I think this really kind of sticks with just, you know, in VR game design, of course, but just in game design in general, just kind of presenting the player with, you know, one thing, and then after they've kind of got that down, you go to the next thing, and just keep introducing new mechanics over time instead of just slapping it all in there. I think had it been kind of all, you know, you walk in, you already have a gun when you put your headset on, and, you know, all these buttons and everything are in the first room, it would have been a much less exciting experience, because all of the wow would have been too much all at once, overwhelming, and not enough time for anything to really sink in. So I guess the part I really liked was just how well spaced out it was, with new features that you were getting to play with and new kind of things that you would see. Like we don't start outside, we go through a couple rooms, and all of a sudden we're outside. Holy shit, you know, we don't have guns, we go pick up guns. Awesome. You know, and I don't want to spoil the end, but at the end we got to do even more, you know, fighting cool enemies. So I'll leave it at that. So it was a lot of fun. Like I said, if you can go to the area, highly recommend go trying it out. I don't know how long they're around. I think when I looked, let's click on the link, I think they had tickets up until March. So, oh, this is for the movie. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah. So they've got tickets up available until March. I don't know if it's going on longer than that. Like I said, highly recommend it. Go try it out. It's a lot of fun. If you went to it and you had thoughts on it too, want to share, please drop them in the comments. Like I said, I think I might go back sometime, because it was a blast. Anyway, sorry for kind of rambling on, and like I said, it's not really a technical video, but it was something I thought was awesome, and I just kind of had to share. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.